Hello everyone, and this is Takeru and Inudo, and I will be doing a explanation video to all of you that have been really patient with me. I am very, very sorry for the long hiatus. It's been really chaotic on my end, and there's just a lot of things I've been going through, and along with having a kid now, which I am successfully putting to sleep as we speak. So it's been really hard. It's been really hard to do anything, especially recording of any kind. I decided to make this video because I know some of you are familiar with Voiceloid, but not entirely familiar with UTAU, or you're just oblivious as to exactly what any of this whatsoever is. And one of you, as I know, explained that I don't have to worry about them practicing the Japanese language because they've been studying it and practicing for a couple of years now, such as just like me. So that's nice to know. So in this video, I'm just going to explain exactly what UTAU is, what exactly I'm going to be doing with your voice, and how this process works, and why it tends to be a long process, why even the most professional UTAU users tend to take quite a while and even take a long break because it's just so much work. So initially during the project, we were going to create to start off with CV banks, which are the basics of basics when it comes to UTAU. And basically, CV stands for consonant vowel. So you're basically saying the Japanese letters. Ba, ka, de, shi. Basics. Real basics. And how that would look when... Well, I'm not going to show that because I just actually deleted my own test CV voice bank because it just sounded terrible. It's the reason why I really don't use my voice in recordings anymore, because it just sounds terrible through the product. But I was initially going to do CV voice banks with you guys as a start so that you yourselves would not have to record so many things at once and just get overwhelmed by it. But I decided to scrap that idea because unfortunately, especially on YouTube, a lot of CVs are not even getting looked at. If you have a CV bank or a CV cover done, so I'll go ahead and put down UTAU CV, and we are actually going to do by upload date, and then when you scroll down, half the time it isn't exactly a CV that you're listening to. Sometimes it's actually a combination of CV, VCV, CV, VC. Like, see, even though I put down CV, once again, VCV, CV, VC. And there's really not a lot of videos being looked at. Like, this was up a week ago, alright? And this is a CV voice bank. While this, same time, uploaded about a week ago, this has 68 views because it is a CV VC bank. A tri-pitch nonetheless. But we won't get into tri-pitches or anything like that. I won't do that to you guys, not at the beginning. But because of this, because it's hard to get any views now with just doing CV covers, we will be working on VCV covers. Now, I will actually show you a few samples of CV covers. Ayumu is a well-known UTAU user. Occasionally, He'll make CV covers and whatnot, and they actually sound decent. Now, I don't know if I have this too quiet, so I'm going to jack this up, and then I'm going to play it. You can also look him up and listen to his covers while you're at it. Now, like any CV banks, because it's the basics, it's not going to sound entirely smooth or clear, and a lot of people don't put a lot of effort into trying to make CVs sound really, really good and smooth, because they hardly get noticed and whatnot, and they're really not in the most popular at the moment. See if I can find another CV. Once again, also choppy. Okay, so you get what I mean by CVs. They aren't entirely smooth, they're really choppy. Now, there are some people like me, when you start out with a CV and you just work really hard to make it sound nice. Niniko is actually my Utaloid that I had made quite some time, like about a year and a half ago now. This one right here was the most I say this is the most popular, even though it does not have as many views or plays. It has the most hearts out of all my other UTAU covers. So, I'll just give you an example on how my Utaloids sound like when I put a lot of effort into a CV bank. Oh god, and it's just the vocals too. And that was just the vocals. And you can hear how I put a lot of effort into her CV to make it sound really nice, really clear. Actually, here is also the actual music part of it. So as you can see, I actually put a lot of effort into my CV banks. I'm thinking of just not doing CVs anymore because no one really pays attention to them now, unfortunately. Which really sucks for newcomers because newcomers are practically forced to start doing VCVs and CVVCs and VCCVs and VCCVs. Jesus Lord. See, it's so confusing. It's so confusing for beginners that they can't really do it on their own very well. But they feel like they don't have a choice because nobody's gonna be listening to a CV bank, hardly ever. One more quick show on how it sounds, and Ayumu actually commented on some of it, but I need to work on my mixing. My mixing has gone to hell since I've been on hiatus. So, as you can see, she still sounds a hell of a lot smoother than all the other CVs that you have heard. But in some fast parts, she can't handle the fast pace very well. I have played around with VCV, and here's an example of a VCV. Now, as you can see, VCVs, when done right, can sound very, very natural. Now, see, this is my latest one. Once again, it's a CV voice bank. Now, another thing I'm going to point out exactly how much the UTAU community has changed fairly quickly, in my opinion, when it comes to types of banks, is literally within a year. You can see when I first started out, and as a complete newbie, when I first started out, I actually got plenty of views. I got plenty of views within a short time period. But as soon as the year started to end, and I was just having a hard time trying to find the motivation to do covers, and I started getting into this right here is when I actually started to get into VCV. This is actually, if I remember right, a VCV. I don't know. I don't have it listed there. But this was a VCV cover, and you can see from Donahole, the CV, to my VCV, it actually jumped a little more. There was a bit more views. And then the reason why this had so many views is because I used a popular voice bank's UTAU and made a female version of her by pitching her voice along with a VCV. Now, by the end of the year comes, again, VCV and CV, hardly any views. So, the community has changed quite a bit and now are only focusing on VCVs and the other banks. They're not really paying attention to the CV banks now. So that is why for you guys, we will not be doing CV banks. I was going to make this easier for you guys by not doing VCVs just yet, but to not fall too far behind in the community, we will have to do VCV banks. Now, I'm going to show you some popular VCV banks, like Walt Walt is one of the popular Furloids. in the UTAU community. Alright, Kai Kim, another popular Utaloid in the community.
Fantastic baby.
And Ecstasy. Ecstasy is another good UTAU user. And one of my favorite UTAU users is actually Steel. So go ahead, look him up, look Steel up, and follow him. Follow him until your heart's content, because I love him. He's amazing. But he is a very good UTAU user. Half of these songs I've never really heard of, like, on their own, like, except for, like, Donut Hole. I know Donut Hole's not his, but none of them say UTAU original, so I don't know if these songs are originally his or not. But they're still really good, especially his CVs. And where is Kales? I love Kales. Kales. I love it because it has a nice sort of husky sort of voice to it, which not a whole lot of Utaloids have. Okay, I gotta stop before, like, I go on forever on all the different Utaloids and their voices. So, alright, point being, we are going to be doing VCVs, not CVs. I am very sorry. I will actually show you what a VCV looks like now. So this is what the UTAU program looks like. This is actually, as you saw on his account, one of his Utaloids I have is Denkisai. And this is just proof form. Alright, and then this is actually gone. I have to fix that because there's like a hidden folder of UTAU and it's like ridiculous. Actually, let me go and do that real quick. Test. No, I said test. God damn. Test. And go ahead and let that alone. But anyways, so this is a VCV bank. Now, when you initially go to record a VCV bank, I'm gonna go to here. When you go to do a VCV bank, let me get that big. You're going to be recording in chunks like this. So when you see this, you go when you see this, obviously it's ba ba be ba boo be ba. Basics, all right. But as you can see, with a VCV, that is a lot of files. Let's actually, we won't worry about all these extra ones. Let's, in general, because this might actually be a little, we might actually be recording a little more, but in general, this is 168 recordings for you guys. CV bank, which I actually saved, my test CV. We go and highlight all of this. That's 28 files. That's along with more stretched groupings, I should say. So probably add another like more like 35 to 40 files in actuality. I just condensed this. But a CV bank is around 35 to 40. VCV 186 and sometimes more towards 200. This is why it's going to take a while. This is why it's going to take a while for me to auto every single thing, because this is what it looks like when you go in auto. Yes, it looks very, very complicated. And this one group gets broken down into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This gets, one chunk gets broken into 7 bits. The same thing with another group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So basically take 186 times 7. That's a lot. That's a lot to auto. That's a lot. So this is what you're going to expect. Oh, God, I had to stretch. Once you record and send me the files. Now, mind you, there's a few of you. There's about 3 or 4 of you now. So, as you can imagine, it's going to take me a while to auto your guys' voices. Now, we can make this easy. You know what? I shouldn't have done that. What I should have done is UTAU is what I should have done. Okay, while that's loading, what you can do for me though to make this so much quicker, is go ahead and grab Denkisai's voice bank, or really go to Steele's account and grab any of his VCVs. Probably Kale's. Would it be a bit nicer? I actually want Kale's. Give me your voice. Oh, Sorry. But, anyways. Grab either denki size or kales. Alright? And when you download them and unzip it or whatever, go ahead and one at a time, let's minimize that, pull up Audacity or whatever recording program you have that could do multiple things at once. Alright? Pull one of the files over. Alright? Go ahead and zoom that out. Ooh, not that far out. As you can see, this file is on average 3.5 seconds long. Now what you can do for me is every single file, go ahead and listen to it. Oh, that was so painful. I'm sorry. Normalize. There we go. That looks a lot prettier. You can normalize it. You can go ahead. It's not like you're going to be using the actual program. But, go ahead and listen to it. Now, you don't want to go or because that's going to be a little too weird in the recordings. Just do okay? Just letting you know. And what you can do is, I'm actually going to pull this out for 1 second. And then what you can do is, in another file, and a file beneath it, go like this. God damn it, you're supposed to start over here. Why would you do this to me? I trusted you. Cut. Okay. Now, when your computer feels like cooperating, there we go. Go ahead and do this. Stop! Okay. Hang on. God damn. Why are you not recording right? Hang on. Oh, God damn it. That's not right. Hang on. Something's wrong. Testing. Why are you not working? Oh, for the love of God. I don't know why this is not working. Okay, this is my other microphone. Oh, that's actually my friend's microphone. Yeah, why? Oh God, okay, well you know what I mean. You know what I mean on what to do. Alright, you know what I mean on what to do. So go ahead and do that. Try to mimic it as close as you can for every file. Go ahead and bring that over. Zoom out a little bit. And then try to mimic it. What I can do then is I can go and also try to name each file the same as like this, with the under dash or whatever, and then all the letters with a single space. If you do that and try to mimic it as close as possible with this, I can make things go a little bit quicker by copying the UTAU file on the voice bank here and dropping it over into your guys's, and it should hopefully automatically auto it and mimic as closely as the auto on these banks. So go ahead and do that. And if you have any questions, just ask me. I also have Skype. talk to me on Skype. I am Takeru Inudo, and I hibernate when it's cold, and it is very cold out here. So go ahead and do that, and hopefully we can get things going. Alright, see you later.